All right, guys, so in this video, I have with me Amanda Campbell. She's a first-time Myrtle Beach Oceanfront Condo investor. She bought right here at the Grande Caymen. We're sitting on site in the Starbucks. Now, guys, in this video, she's gonna talk to us all about those HOA fees that everyone's afraid of. She's gonna talk to us about the nightmare guest, her very first client. We're also gonna hop into gross rental income, operating expenses. I'm going to cover all those taxes, appreciation, depreciation, you name it. We're going to cover it right here at the tail end of the video. Let's get into this video now. All right, Amanda, now talk to me really quick about the factors that someone should consider when they're a first-time investor buying an oceanfront condo.
So the number one thing you have to think about is whether you're going to use it or not. So for the first decision I had to make is this for me or is this for other people? And that's a hard decision to make as an investor, because you kind of go in with the goggles of this is for me, and you have to take those off and be completely looking at it from the view of the tourist. And when I was looking at the beachfront condos, I was looking at things that had a lot of amenities. The Grande Caymen, where I'm at, it actually has very high HOA fees, and I want to make sure that first-time investors don't get scared off by that, because if you think about it, you're turning over guests weekly. Like, you might even have up to 3 different families per week, and those families are going to have different habits when it comes to electricity and water. And so having a high HOA that's comprehensive of all of those utilities will cover you from fluctuating water bills. I know other investors who are invested like up in Clemson who tell me these nightmare stories about their water bills.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, so I have a lady who owns a property up in Clemson. It's primarily for football season. The college is big up there. So, and she was just telling me that she had a renter in there that left the water on, and she had over a $2,000 water bill. So I'm actually covered by that, because the Grande Caymen and my high dues are paying all of my utilities in full. I also get to have access to beautiful places like the Starbucks.
We're sitting in Starbucks right now at the Grande Caymen.
Yeah, restaurants, the tiki bar. I can use all of these things. There's several pools.
Several pools.
Yeah, several
that
pools.
That sounds like an underestimation of the number of pools here.
Yeah, there's a lot of pools here.
Yeah.
And that's also something that I thought about as a first-time investor. It's not for me. And what is the primary demographics that's coming down here? It's families. And so I really wanted to focus on something that would attract families as well.
Absolutely. Now, all of those on-site amenities are going to do well for attracting the 20 to 22 million guests that visit our market each year. Now, during those summer months, obviously, you're going to say, I would imagine you're going to say well booked through families. Now, some people want to go, well, is Myrtle Beach a 12-month market? Can I rent 12 months out of the year? And the answer simply is yes. You can rent 12 months out of the year here. We have snowbirds and retirees that are coming, and they rent in the off-season months. Now, are you going to make as much money as your peak season, June, July, August, or even our entire peak season is April through September? So, yes, you're not going to be able to charge the same kind of rental rates that you could charge during the peak season months, during the off-season months. However, you can still keep that unit rented all 12 months long. And having all those on-site amenities are definitely going to help you do that. Whether it's summer months or winter months, people want to get as much as they can get for their money. Always. So having great on-site amenities is going to be a huge plus. Now, first-time investors always get tripped up, or a lot of the times get tripped up over HOA dues. They're like freaked out about HOA dues. I hear it's probably one of the number one things I hear all the time. And I redirect their focus. You don't want to let the HOA fee determine whether or not you should invest at a place. That is a mistake for first-time investors. You don't want that governing. That should not be the driver in your decision to purchase and invest in a certain resort. You really want the gross rental income number to be that driver, because gross rental income number, it's going to show you the demand for the entire resort, basically. And especially if you track the variance and look at different units on site and find out, hey, there's 5 units there right now, all making $65,000 a year, and they're very, very close. those GRIs are super close, then you know that that resort as a whole is going to have enough demand year over year to cause those rents to start to stabilize and equalize at a given number. So it's a very good indicator that that's a place where you want to be. And a lot of times the nicer resorts are going to have higher HOA dues. But those are the HOAs, they're paying those value added amenities that you need in order to draw those guests for you. So don't be freaked out about the HOA dues. Technically, if you buy this unit right, you're not paying it anyways. The tourists that are renting your unit, they're going to be paying all of your operating expenses plus generating a profit for you. So who cares what the HOA fee is? I think it's just a classic first-time investor, issue. So you pay attention to gross rental income. You think about it over the life of the investment. You've got dollars coming in, you've got dollars going out for expenses, and then what's left over, that's your profit. And you should let your profit and your gross rental income really drive where you want to invest at. I'd hate to, for example, I would hate to let my HOA fee choose where I'm going to buy, and then I've missed out on the upside of being at a place that can bring in $70, $80, $90, $100,000 in a given year because I've chosen this rinky-dink, poke, little small town place because it's got a $500 a month HOA. When I could have, spent $800 or $1,200 or $1,500, and now all of a sudden in great boom years, I've got the upside of I can pull $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 more than another oceanfront condo. And I can build that year over year book of business at that place that's got an upside of $70,000 or $80,000 or $90,000. I've got a target, I've got occupancy that I can eat up, I can grow that business. But if I choose this little small place that's got $500 HOA fee, I'm pretty much tapped out at, for example, $50,000 a year. I've just given up the ability to make another $20,000 or $30,000 at a resort that has a higher HOA fee. So it's real simple and real easy, guys. Don't let the HOA fee determine where you invest. It's the last thing that you want to do. Now let's get inside Unit 917. All right, as soon as you walk in, you're going to notice a beautiful barnyard door. They've done a great job finishing this place. Bathroom, as you can see. You've got your tub shower combo. We have a little storage closet right here upon entry. We've got a little nook right here, as you can see. Great place for a bar or a coffee maker. You come straight in. You have your kitchen to the left. You've got a bed and a sofa, chair, fireplace, and flat screen TV, and another little table here. This has all of your information. This is typical of how I see things done, guys, for Airbnb. That's what they do. There's a little welcome message. They've got on here the Wi-Fi password, and all kinds of information. And it's well done. LVP flooring throughout, as you can see. Nice modern furniture. It is wonderful. I do want to give you a quick little zoom in of the kitchen area. This is everything that you need for a vacation stay. As you can see, little mini fridge, sink, microwave. You can come out on the balcony. And sure enough, you got a beautiful ocean view. There's the rest of your view. Now look down below us and you can see the cool lazy river. This is a well done, excellent Airbnb vacation rental property. All right, guys, so let's hop into a financing scenario for this efficiency unit. Again, we're looking at $121,900 as a purchase price. Your down payment of 15% is $18,285. Yes, I have a lender who will let you make an investment purchase of this property of Oceanfront Condos with only a 15% down payment. He's the only lender that I'm aware of that has this program. If you're interested in it, call me. It's 843-360-1737. The competition charges 25% down. It's an exceptional savings in cash. Now, your gross rental income, again, I chose $2,500 lower than the highest unit performing on double beds at the Landmark for efficiencies. Got you at $25,000. There is a 3% fee on Airbnb to property for using their platform. That's $750. That brings you to $24,250. Now your principal and interest on this property is $9,660. That includes an 8.24% interest rate over 30 years. Your tax is only $983.52. That's per year, not per month. $1,000 in HO6 insurance. I've got you at $3,600 for cleanings. That's 30 cleanings at $120 per cleaning. And then I've got you for your annualized HOA dues. Your HOA is, I think it's $606 per month. It's going to come out to $7,392 for the year. Now that brings you for operating expenses to a total of $22,635.52. If you subtract that $22,635.52 from the $24,250 up top, it leaves you with a projected profitability of $1,614.48. All right, so let's work through depreciation. Now this unit has a purchase price of $121,900 divided by 39 years for short-term rentals. It brings you to a taxable income deduction of $3,125.64. Now, guys, I want to throw out there that you can also do a cost segregation study. For you high-income earners, you could be writing off up to $15,000 to $30,000 in a given year by doing a cost segregation study on your oceanfront condo purchase. So if you're interested in more information about that, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to get those questions answered for you. And finally, what you've been waiting for, guys, appreciation on these units. In 2014, if you would have purchased one of these efficiency units, on average, you would have paid $51,000. Now you fast forward to 2024, and that's $119,500. That's as much as $68,500 in appreciation, over 134%, guys. Come on. If you want to see the next video with Amanda Campbell, then click on the video on your screen now.